Good morning, everybody. I am Rosemarie. I am your gourmet food buyer here at Rogers Gardens. And if you haven't been to Rogers Gardens in a while and you haven't walked through gourmet, you will sense a new direction that we are going in. So all the products that you see in here are going to be focused on luxurious eating and also wellness, sustainability, and the impact that it has on our carbon footprint and the environment. So things like sustainable packaging and products that are manufactured in plants that have renewable energy and are sourced fair trade and slave-free, things of that nature. So there's a shift into the items that we're buying and more of a focus on overall good for us, for the earth, and for your families and friends. So I'm here today to talk to you about some really cool and exciting products that I brought in. Earlier this year, I traveled to a couple of food shows, one in Las Vegas for the Fancy Food Show, and also one locally here in Anaheim at the Natural Foods Expo. So everything there is all organic, non-GMO, sustainably produced, sustainably packaged, things like that. So all good stuff. And my first category that I wanted to bring and share with you are the new hot sauces that we have. So we have a couple of different brands that I brought in. I have the Bravado Spice Company. They're out of Texas, and it's a small batch, handcrafted hot sauce company. And they have a variety of different hot sauces. Now, these hot sauces don't just bring the heat. They also bring lots of layers of flavor and savory spices and herbs with the sauces. So not only are you getting the heat, but you're also getting other ingredients and other flavors that you can add into dips and sauces and dressings and marinades. I love to put hot sauce in soup, especially if you're having like ramen or pho. You just want to like bring it up a little bit. Sometimes the broths can be a little bit lacking, so add one of these sauces into there and wow, makes great difference. So Bravado Spice also has a line of cocktail mixes. So they have like a jalapeno margarita mix and a grapefruit based cocktail mix that you can add in with all of your other summer drinks as well. So another company I brought in is Cooper Small Batch. Now Cooper Small Batch was created by a husband and wife team. Chef John out of Denver, Colorado had this restaurant that, he wasn't really finding hot sauces that complemented his dishes, and so he decided to create his own. So his hot sauces are amazing, and they have lots of different flavors and dynamics if you're looking for different global flavors. For example, they have the Jerk My Chain, which is the one with the peace hands on it. This one has more layers of like jerk spice, so it's great on chicken, great on fish. Anything that's grilled really brings out the flavor in that sauce. They also have this coconut-based white hot sauce, which you're thinking, wow, like what does that taste like? So imagine this, it's a coconut and lime and chili pepper, so spicy, but yet creamy and well-rounded. This is great on fish tacos. If you can imagine like, this and some cabbage and some fish tacos or shrimp tacos. Great stuff. You could use it for coleslaw. You could use it in a dressing or a marinade. So really good, not tomato based. So if you have any sensitivities to like the acidity, this white hot sauce is amazing for that. Let's see, so many things to talk about. We just got back in the Saucy 6 sampler. So this has a small mini sizes of all these different kinds that you could try, and then let me know which ones are your favorites, and I will make sure that we have them stocked all the time. So lots of layers and flavors. This one's been sold out and we just got it back in. The Jalapeno Tomatillo sauce, a little hard to say, but it is a great everyday sauce for your burritos, your tacos, anything you like to put hot, spicy food, spicy sauce on. I love breakfast tacos, and so I use a lot of hot sauces in my tacos in the morning. First thing in the morning, get going with that heat. So, Cooper Small Batch, out of Denver, Colorado. All natural ingredients, no preservatives, no fillers, no gums. It's great stuff. Same with Bravado Spice, all natural, non-GMO, no fillers, no preservatives, all good stuff. Okay, so down below, we'll go to the next shelf. We've got Saucy Gourmet. Now, I am a really hard sell on jarred salsa. I make my own salsa, or I buy fresh salsa out of the deli. I have a favorite brand of mine that I always is my go-to if I don't have time to make it at home. Sorry about that, guys. And so Saucy, when I was at the food show, the chef was like, "Come on over, you gotta try the salsa. You gotta try the salsa." I'm like, "I don't know. I don't really believe in jarred salsas. No, trust me. I'm a chef, and I've worked really, really hard on this." And that's one of the great things about going to the food shows is that you get to interact with the chefs and the food producers and the manufacturers, and you really get to find out behind the scenes what they're passionate about and why they're doing what they're doing and how they're going to make a difference in our overall food chain and everything that's out there on the market, because there's a lot and you don't know what's good and what's not. So he calls me over and I take a taste of this salsa and I was like, wow, this is really good. Like, I wanted to try the next one and the next one and the next one. So I fell in love with the Salsa Verde, and it has been our number one seller so far. So Salsa Verde, it is purely tomatillos, onions, fresh cilantro, serrano peppers, salt, and garlic. Nothing else. And it's so good. They make it in small batches. They pack it fresh into a glass jar. It goes. Great, great flavor. Really tastes fresh. Same thing with the classic salsa. There's a habanero, and the chipotle has also been a Rogers Garden favorite. So oftentimes we'll just have chips and salsa for snack because we love it so much. So it's a great salsa for people who don't have time but love fresh salsa and they don't want to go through all the chopping and sourcing all the fresh ingredients. This salsa must have pantry staple, absolutely. Next line would be Firebirds. This one I also found at Fancy Food Show in Las Vegas. This is also jarred in glass, so it really holds the flavor of the chili peppers. And so we just got in the Fresno sauce. These are all roasted sauces. So the chilies are not just cooked down, but they're roasted first. So a totally different flavor. We've got the Serrano line. We have the Fresno and the Hatch chili. Lots of you may be familiar with Hatch chili season in the fall, and Hatch, New Mexico, with all the great chili festivals and stuff there. So here's the roasted Hatch chili sauce. I love this also on breakfast tacos or breakfast burritos, but also good in soups, marinades, even sometimes if you're doing like a taco salad, some chopped chicken, fresh salad greens, and then just put this salsa on there, a little bit of olive oil, toss it together. Fantastic. No added fat in any way. You're not using a heavy dressing, and so the salsa really acts as your marinade and your dressing and just totally takes your salad to another level. So as far as the salsas go, we've got different levels of heat. If you ever have any questions about what's too hot, each one of the jars does say whether the level of heat that it brings to it, but I always recommend that if you're trying a sauce for the first time, have a piece of white bread next to you, just in case it's a little out of your comfort zone, and then you can easily just kind of bring that heat down, or try adding it to like a ranch dip or a sour cream based dip that kind of mellows out the heat, and then you can kind of sense what your tolerance for the heat is. You will notice that they'll say the ingredients, obviously like a ghost pepper, really, really hot. There's lots of flames on the bottle. And then we also have Reaper, which is also another super hot sauce, chili to put in a sauce. But then you have like your Serrano basil, less smut, a little bit more mild, and creamy jalapeno herb. This one is great. We've actually made it in potato salad here as a taster for the team. So this one's been really popular. So it's sort of an everyday hot sauce that anybody can enjoy. So anytime you have any questions, just ask for me. I'm in the gourmet section, or one of our staff associates will tell you, kind of guide you in direction of heat as far as hot sauces. Okay, moving on to some other fun things that are new and exciting. For your sweet side, we have a couple of new sweet treats. Island Bakery. Island Bakery is a small company out of Scotland, and their plant that they produce all of the goodies is completely sustainable. Energy comes from wind and water. They use wood to fire the ovens to bake the cookies in, and so they are super sustainable. All the packaging is all recycled paper, and they're organic. So not only they're supporting the farms, the local farms, to regenerate back into the soil. When you buy organic, you're supporting those farmers as well. These cookies have been super popular. The butter that they use is just incredible on the shortbread. You could taste the grass-fed butter, and they're just melt in your mouth good. A wonderful treat. It's also organic, so it's, I wouldn't say good for you. It has sugar in it, but if you're going to do a sugary treat, this could be a really good option for you. And also for people who are experiencing dietary sensitivities to dairy, we have Hip chocolate. Hip chocolate's made with oat milk. Super creamy, super delicious. The chocolate, it's 41% cocoa, and it's all plant-based. The packaging is plastic-free, so the inside wrapper that keeps the chocolate wrapped up and fresh is actually a biodegradable plant-based product, and it comes from Colombia, South America, and it is slave-free. So it's all fair trade. Great packaging. You really wouldn't notice a difference in the chocolate, the taste of the chocolate. And there's all these fun different flavors here. There's like cookies and pretzel and salted caramel. So try one of these, and you'll be surprised how great actually this vegan chocolate is. And let's see, I have some snacks. So Firebirds out of Virginia, women-owned company. I've got these guys up here, and they are known for their peanuts, but they've also expanded into snacks. So we have original salted Virginia peanuts, super clean, very good. It's all non-GMO, so you're eating a good product. They have a 5 o'clock crunch, which is one of my favorites. It's got a little bit of pretzel sticks. It's got a little bit of goldfish in there, some honey roasted peanuts in there, sriracha ranch. Of course, I'm a heat girl, so I like a little spicy. And this sriracha ranch nut mix as well, with a little goldfish and pretzel pieces, and then the honey roasted peanuts straight from the can, all non-GMO. It's all sustainable, recyclable packaging and cardboard and aluminum, so that's good there. And I want to say that you should come by and you should check it out, because there's lots of great products. Constantly scouring new things. We're about headed to the fall, and so we're going to be going out to a couple shows here real soon, and bringing in some new products and kitchen accessories and cooking utensils for the fall. So definitely come back in, take another look. Let me know if you have any questions. If you sign up for our emails, you'll be all informed on what's going on here at Rogers Gardens. You can communicate with the staff and ask questions. I'm here usually all week, so anytime you need to reach out, just send us a message. Make sure you subscribe on all of our email and social media, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube platforms. And hope to see you back in here real soon.